Good.
Keep going.
I'm just gonna keep going.
Do it.
Whatever. What is time?
Never stop.
Stay on the stage. We'll sleep over. Did people do Valentine's Day? Or like, I did an anti-Valentine's Day. Did anyone have an anti-Valentine's Day? Yeah, Anne. Me too, Anne. Oh, we should have hung out together. Yeah, I did an anti-Valentine's Day situation. I'm in a sort of like, I'm just gonna be anti-love for a while. But I wrote a lot of poems at least in that time. Yeah, there's something, right? Writing happens. So this poem, the next one I'm going to do is one of my anti-Valentine's Day bitter, bitter love poems. This is a poem, a few of you may have heard this before. I've been doing it for a long, long time. And it's a poem that is called Ghost Story.
Woo!
Most nights I'm only haunted by slow-changing traffic lights. And calendar days clipped quietly short each midnight. And the undone shoelaces that foreshadow falls from height to the rain-drowned waiting ground. Most days, I'm only followed by wayward cats, whose screeches parrot tea kettles and babies' rasps, like the orchestra tunings of a domesticated wolf pack. But on every soul, crescent moon or beer-soaked stutter, your specter will creep silently to the top of my tonsils, and then hang glide its way in my lips tips, and then dance into an unforeseen sentence. You're a fickle ghost, whose face still materializes on the limestone walls of the city that remembers you like a prophecy, but ours was a ghost story that didn't end with bodies being laid to rest. It burned, murderous and urgent, and flossed its teeth with barbed wire. It played martyr and mimicked crucifixions, nailing its own wrists and pleading for its own repentance. We were St. Stephen, stoning our own skulls. And oh my dear, wasn't that the ugliest love? Didn't you say? I will knit our bone marrow like a mosaic onto the sea, so to split us, they will have to mine each hair follicle apart. I will sew snow beads into my palms and ice your contour into my pores. I will fasten you to the cradle of my neck so that neither sleeps without the other. Didn't we rip each other from the inside? Littering raw floors with the hide and guts of the deepest boweled animal, a cannibal when fed honesty after midnight. We love gremlins, who knit our intestines together and gardened our cravings until they blossomed fixation, a gestation, and self-made placenta like a stillborn endgame buried and made earth to birth eulogies if left potted in the sun. Didn't we build a phantom with blueprints from a Buddhist myth? A being haunted by its own habitual hunger, the way I would bring a compass with me wherever I went so I could face east to you every morning as though you were Mecca, a mania unchecked. We only loved in addiction. We could have lightened the blows, but now you're cluttered in photos with all the other shadows, those reminders, those dead days like a memento mori, but of them all, you are still my favorite ghost story.
Woo!
You are wonderful. You have been so lovely. I'd like to thank the mansion. You are hard working back there, keeping everything functional. And I'd like to again thank Danielle, Rachel, the entire exec of King's Poetry Slam. You are, oh my God. We are blessed that these people are in our city doing this work. And Andrea, hanging out in all of this like video, photo work. I'm so happy that I've just had the chance to work among you people and share the stage with so many brave, lovely people. And again, Kingston Black History Month. I don't know what else is coming up, but I'm sure there's great stuff, and like I want to hear about it. Daniel, talk to me. So thank you to them too. And this last poem that I'm doing is a poem called Rat's Nest, which I'm peeking at Elliot right there. You know this poem. Yeah. Folks, I've shared the stage with way back when. He called it a rat's nest. Those curls your mother plucked out with big scissors, licking at loose ringlets over water faucets, and wrestled into puff pigtails ponytails with multicolored pastel pasted barrettes that you could wear with the widest of proud grins on the first day of kindergarten class. And when they grew into great, big, frizzled explosions that made the kids behind you have to dodge stolen glances at the obscure chalkboard, your hair. Those mixed screw Milky Way galaxy spirals with enough whiplash to send astronauts into orbit. Your hair, that pet monster with all the bite of a pit bull, enough snap to make crackle and pop jealous. And he called it a rat's nest. Until you started. Burning it to the bone, all the better to blend under the fluorescent glare of puberty-buzzed boys and girls craving those first fixes of intimate touch. And why didn't you look like them? Why didn't you look like them? Under the pelting tunnel of telephone lines, sharp blonde down pale backs. And why didn't you look like them? And so you pulled it in to a pin-straight ponytail, flattened the booming black laugh from your bursting follicles and set it back to something that they called more professional. More professional. More professional. More professional. More professional than your mothers who endured slave ships, who labored under white eyes as you still do now, than your mothers with their swollen memories and towel, than your mothers who worked polishing their floors, and when he called it a nest, did he know the kinds of things that are birthed in heads like yours? Girls like you, whose mothers' black heads burnt under unsympathetic sun, their hair, the only barrier between the sky and their stories. Their hair, that crown of 1,000 stolen queens without the history of their survival shed clean to their wishing daughters. Girls like you, who carry your heritage in your hair. He called it a rat's nest. Because he doesn't know what's been buried in there.
Woo!
Thank you, everyone.
Raissa! Thank you so much. Another round of applause for Raissa Simone, please. Yeah, so earlier I tried to go deep and then get you guys excited again, and I think I might have done that all right, but then I forgot to say some of the stuff that I was supposed to say. So I'm just going to try to finish it up. As has been mentioned earlier tonight, I'm part of the Kingston Black History Month Committee. We're sort of a coalition between QCRED, Queens Community of Racial and Ethnic Discrimination, Queens Community Against Racial and Ethnic Discrimination. We're part of CARE, AXA, myself, being the president of QBAS, the Queens Black Academic Society. And what we try to do is reach out to you. We try to reach out to the general community in order to invite you to celebrate Black History Month with us, because it is our opinion that Black History Month is not really just for us. It's about all of us. The Civil Rights Movement was an opportunity for all of us to get a template for how to resist, how to fight back against systems of oppression, and for how to grow, how we grow as a society, for us to engage in those dialogues of growth. And so we would like to extend a warm welcome to you to attend other events that are going on throughout the course of February. There will be a conference on indigeneity and the Black community, and I think that's a very important conference for us to have. Given that Raissa mentioned that we are here on stolen land, and it is our responsibility as a society to recognize that. So, if you guys want to learn some more, you can find us at Kingston Black History Month Committee on Facebook or on our website. So now I need you guys to get hype again. Get hype, get hype, get hype, get hype, get hype.